Alright, so I am back, filled out all parts of the unit circle. A few things to notice. I'm going to look at each quadrant and see the characteristic of it. Alright, obviously first quadrant one, you need to memorize it. The second quadrant, let's start with the degree. Please look at your degree measures. Okay, how did I find 150? How did I find 135? How did I find 120 degree? Goes the following. You go 180 minus reference angle. So for example, this blue one right here, that one had a reference angle of 45 degrees. So how would I find the one in the second quadrant? It will be 180 minus 45, get to 135. Let's do one more. How would I do this 120 degree? Notice your red one is the 60 degrees. So I'm going to do 180 minus 60 gets you 120 degrees. So it's going to be 180 minus theta, where theta is going to be your reference angle. Okay, so that's how you do in the second quadrant degree. What about the third quadrant? It will be very similar. Instead, this time it's going to be 180 plus the reference angle. So 180 plus 30, 210. 180 plus 45, 225. 180 plus 60, 240. So 180 plus the reference angle. The one in this fourth quadrant, I made a mistake here. It's going to be 360 minus 30, 330. 360 minus 45, 315. 360 minus 60, 300. So 360 minus the reference angle. Okay, so by looking at my degree and see the relationship with the 180 degree or 360 degree, that tells me which quadrant that angle terminates in. Excuse me. All right, now let's go to radian. All right. Radian, all of that have a denominator of 6 or 4 or 3. And then the one that has the same reference angle has the same denominator. So for example, the brown one, what is the denominator here? 6. 6, 6, and 6. All the red one has a denominator of 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. Cool? So what about the one in the second quadrant? Tell me the all right, I have numerator 5, denominator 6, numerator 3, denominator 4, numerator 2, denominator 3. So that means for the radian in second quadrant, my numerator will be denominator minus 1. Oops. Okay. What about third quadrant? Look at the relationship. My numerator is denominator plus 1. Last but not least, fourth quadrant, that was the tricky one. I have 5, 3, 7, 4, 11, 6. My numerator is denominator times 2 and then minus 1. Okay, so those are the characteristics. We probably should know how to do it. So that concludes how to fill out the unit circle. I am going to make the video next explaining you how to use that to come up with the trig ratio values.